So one of the great things about Bootstrap is that there's a whole ton of resources out there. So we were showing you just in the previous lesson how to access different themes and build your own Bootstrap theme website with the online editors as well as downloading editors. So also you have a few other options. If you, again, you want to really get going quickly with Bootstrap, you don't want to go through all of that syntax and writing it up yourself. So with Bootstrap, there's actually some default themes that are available right on their website. So I'm right here on the Bootstrap website, and when we go to getting started, so we're going to get into this in the upcoming lesson as well, because there's a few different options to connecting to Bootstrap. So again, there's just really easy to set up Bootstrap and get going. This talks a little bit about the Bootstrap structure. So you have your root files, you have a folder for CSS, folder for JS, and folder for fonts. So Bootstrap CSS and Bootstrap JS. So they're going to sit in those folders, and this is a really great way to get started with your website, because you're going to have these default folders that can form the basis for your web development and help organize the content that you're producing. So keeping the CSS, JS, and the fonts that you're using, and then of course if you've got images, another folder for images, and so on, is a great way to structure your website in order for it to be easy to navigate through and understand where all of the pieces, especially when your websites start getting really big. Great way is to structure it well right from the beginning. So here we've got Bootstrap source code and so on. So within their Bootstrap website, they have what's called the basic template. So this is just a basic starting point template for Bootstrap. And all it is just that hello world. It's just linking to the Bootstrap files, and it's setting up a basic HTML template. This is available at getbootstrap.com/getting started. We're going to include the link to this resource in the upcoming lecture as well. And if you want to get an instant theme, there's a whole bunch of them online. Some of the best resources, Bootswatch, have a whole bunch of default themes, really cool colors, so a whole bunch of pre-formatted CSS, and it's got the navigation here at the top, and then you can go through and customize Bootstrap, adding in all the different Bootstrap components and styling throughout web page. So you can see a preview of it, and then when you do want to use it, you have the option to download it. So it's got all of the buttons, the typography, and tables, what they're going to look like, the forms, and so on. And we're going to be getting into how to set these up and going through all of them in the upcoming lessons as well. So this just gives you a sample of what it's going to look like, and I think I have it pretty big there, so we can either make it bigger or smaller there. So this gives you a bunch of options here that you could just download them, and then this will download that entire Bootstrap. So it'll download the CSS, and all you have to do is replace your current Bootstrap CSS with the downloaded one, and you'll have the brand new colors on that. So we're going to show you how to do that in the upcoming lessons as well. And then there's a bunch here that are paid themes. So if you want to purchase one of the themes, there's a bunch of options for that as well. There's also Bootstrap Zero. So again, it's got some free Bootstrap themes and templates, all open source. So you could download these and customize them. And as well, you can go and you can look through the different featured ones and purchase different themes for Bootstrap. So much like WordPress, you have the ability to purchase a theme and then customize the theme, or purchase a theme and just add in your content, and you're ready to go with Bootstrap. So here they've got some links here for some more tools. And then lastly, so again, there's a whole bunch of these online. So these three are some of the best ones that I've found, but there's really a lot of support for Bootstrap, and that's another good reason to use Bootstrap. There's so much support for it. So besides having it easier to create your websites and your web pages, It's just, there's a lot of options for Bootstrap. So here we've got some Bootstrap themes here. So they're available for personal and commercial use. You could preview them and download them. So some fairly basic themes that you can work with and build out your website with. And I think down below here, you've got an option to look at some other templates. So again, really good resources to get going quickly with Bootstrap. In the upcoming lessons, we're going to be talking about more about what's involved and with Bootstrap, customizing Bootstrap, how to set Bootstrap up, and looking in more depth with the Bootstrap coding.